nothing happens. Oh, I am live. Fantastic. For those of you who log in early, welcome. It says I have 1 minute before we are officially going to start. I want to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. Yes, I do. And let's see what the day brings. Because we have 1 minute, and it's fantastic. So even before we start, on this Valentine's Day, I wish you love, and I wish you self-love, because if being in relationship, the reason most relationships fail is that the most important relationship you have to develop first is with yourself. Okay, it's 8 a.m. Welcome, everybody. My name is M. Teresa Lawrence, and I am the president and executive director of the Trueness Project, a nonprofit dedicated to inspiring and promoting truth, integrity, and authenticity in all aspects of life, especially through storytelling. And today, I am hosting this webinar to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day and to express the art of transformation, because that is my theme this year. I'm dedicating it to transformation and to an entirely new world filled with community, creativity, and love. And I invite you all to join me on this magical journey. And now we're going to the next slide here. I want to share with you that on June 29th, 2024, if anybody is watching this, you already know that on June 29th, 2024, the Trueness Project will be hosting the largest gathering of people dressed as butterflies in history, in person in Jackson, Wyoming. Jackson is an incredibly beautiful town. It is between Grand Teton and Yellowstone, and it is a spectacular place to visit, a spectacular place to dress like a butterfly, and a spectacular place to take part in a world record event. The event is in person in Jackson, so if you can make it, fantastic. Please join me. You're going to have to DM me if you wish to get a discount at a hotel. Jackson is it is such a beautiful place that it is often very difficult to get a hotel room, but I have managed with the Grand Butterfly Gathering to get us an inn at several hotels. So definitely email me. I've gotten questions about the Grand Butterfly Gathering, and a lot of people have booked their hotels, have told me that they're showing up, but they didn't sign up for the event. In order to be counted for the world record event, you must sign up at our website, butterflymarch.com. And in addition, if you're doing the event virtually, then please sign up at butterflymarch.com. I encourage you to pick a local nonprofit in your country or in your state that helps children, and to run this very beautiful community building event for your community. It's fun. And it is joining people together that want to see a transformed world. And today is Valentine's Day. It's all about love. And I have a question for you. When you look at the news, is that what you see? Do you see love? I mean, I see hatred. I see war. I see children being sent off by their parents because they're desperate. They send them off to immigrate to the United States. They're on the border. And I really want to create an alternative to that. I know that there are millions of beautiful people that believe in the power of love, believe in the power of intention. And when we stand together, we have the capability to send love to each other and around the planet. And on June 29th, 2024, I am creating a worldwide Flutterverse. I really want us all to dress up as butterflies, to, flutter our wings and to have that effect throughout the world. So I'm asking for your help. If you are in a country that's not the United States, please sign up as a butterfly captain. We have great butterfly gear that we can send you, and AI images of you dressed in a butterfly outfit, and it will just be great fun. So please join me. Um, it is a fabulous opportunity, and I look forward to seeing you all in Jackson on June 29th. Now I want to share with you the Trueness Project Book. Many of you know that next Monday, I will be traveling to Costa Rica for the Butterfly Sanctuary Retreat. When I said that the whole year was about transformation, I meant it. And I am documenting everything that I do this year. And I'm going to create a documentary of all the different butterfly events that I do. And we're going to go to Costa Rica. We are going to have a mastermind. We're going to visit butterfly sanctuaries, and we're going to have a group mastermind because each person going is an expert in their field. And one of the most beautiful things we're doing there is we are creating chapters in the first ever Trueness Project book. It is called uh, The Grand Butterfly Gathering, Wings of Change for a Transformed World. And in that book, the people that go to Costa Rica are automatically in the book. So they're going to share their transformational stories, and we're going to have video of them doing all of the events in Costa Rica, and they're going to be part of the documentary. But I want to share with you, I understand that Costa Rica is a far off place, and many of you, on short notice, could not go. But I've heard from you that you still want to be involved in different ways. And so we're going to make the Trueness Project book available to authors. And so today I want to have a call to authors. If you have a true transformational story, and we all do, and you want to share it, please email me at yourtruenessorg@gmail.com and ask for the details of how to get in the book. I will need 1,500 words. I will need your picture, and there's more involved in that. And if you want to be in the documentary, then I'm going to request that you send me a video of your transformational experience. But today, I'm going to give you a taste of what is happening in Costa Rica. We're going to have different um, writing events. And the first thing I'm going to ask everybody that goes is to tell me what they love, what brings them happiness. Today is Valentine's Day. And so I ask you, what brings love and happiness into your life? What experiences do you remember that are just so beautiful that they bring a smile to your face? When you're sad, what turns your mood around? That you love. I'm asking you to be grateful for all those wonderful things in your life and to write them down, because should you choose to submit your chapter, that's where I want you to begin. All that is good in your life right now as you reflect on your past. So that's the Trueness Project book. I am deeply grateful for those people that have already gone in the book. And I want to mention one person. So George Yang is an incredible human. And I was blessed to have him be my son's host dad in China. He is blind. And although he is blind, he became a Chinese medicine doctor in China. He could not go to the retreat, but we did a whole video um, interview with him, and he just submitted his chapter, and it is so incredible because he shares how he left China and he became a chiropractor in the United States. He actually went to chiropractic school in the United States as a blind person. He then decided that his dream to become a medical doctor in the United States was going to happen, and he fulfilled that dream. So, all of you that are listening who think that you have obstacles in your life that you can't overcome, that is just one story that's going to be in the book that shows anybody who's reading it that anything is possible. Because in China, if you are blind, your educational prospects are so limited. You're basically like segregated. And George worked, had the help of his family, and he shares with everybody in the interview how he is simply so grateful for all the help that he had. If you need help, ask for it, it will be given. Um, and I just want you all to reflect on what is good in your life, because George is someone who has been such a blessing in my life, and I look forward to sharing his story in our book. And the other reason you should be in the book is because it's the first of many books. And this year, the theme is transformation. Next year, the theme is going to be reflection, but this year it's transformation, and it's butterflies, and it's fun. So definitely submit your your proposals, and we'll take a look at them. And I look forward to having you all in the book. So the next thing I want to share with you, dun dun dun. Now this is really fun. Butterflies, butterfly traditions, and Valentine's Day. Um, and before I do this, I want to check, and I don't know how to check, if Harim, if you can tell me if Obed or Paul have joined. I can't tell.
Paul
Yes,
has joined.
Obed has joined. Is there a way to have him share? Let's see. Let's go into the studio. Is Obed in here?
Yes, and Paul is also here.
Oh, fantastic. I'm loving this. I get to share with people. I don't see Obed, but hello, that's Ben Vick. So I do not see Obed, but I'm going to add Paul oh no, he's already on screen. So Paul, if you could share with everyone your mission in Nepal, what you're doing. And I have to tell you guys, I love Paul. He is the reason I have a Nepal initiative. And if you are all thinking of where you should direct your philanthropy, um, Paul and his mission is a good place. And with that, Paul, if you could talk to them about what you and Sonia are doing in Nepal, how you're caring for the children, that would be fantastic.
Thank you so much for this time, Clarissa. Can you hear me, everybody?
Yes, we can hear you
Yes.
perfectly.
Thank you so much. Uh, we we are in Nepal, me and my wife, and we are trying to create opportunities to this children that doesn't go to school, that they don't have opportunity to go to school because some they cannot afford, some their parents don't allow them to. So what we basically do right now is we have different villages, and we have teachers for each village that goes every day to teach for those children. And we are currently having like 6 7 villages where teachers are teaching them. And yeah, it is very important for us because child trafficking is very common in Nepal, especially with these communities that children are not educated. So we decided to take a step and educate them and prepare them. And yes, basically we just meant like put our eyes on all the children, and if we notice anybody's missing, we go to the parents' house, we start asking what is happening, where
So,
is he.
so,
So
so Paul, on Valentine's
yes,
Day, I just want to share with everybody that the Super Bowl just happened, and sex trafficking in the United States, the day of the Super Bowl is one of the highest days for sex trafficking in the United States. So, Paul, if you could share with the audience um, what happens with the children. They are taken over the border. They are sold by their parents. What can you share with the people about what's going
yeah.
on in Nepal?
Uh, Basically, this family of the victim, they like they target the poor family, uh, the parents or the parents that have more children, and they go to them, they offer them some money, uh, saying that they will give them a job, so his or her son and daughter will be sending money monthly for the family. So with some money and the hope of having money coming in every month, they let the children go. And what they do is they take them to India. And if it is boy, usually they do organ trafficking. They take the organs and cells. If it is a girl, then yeah, it's a sexual trafficking. And those are the
So,
most common ways that we see right now happening. And
and
parents are selling them, also not knowing that they are really, not everybody knows that they're being sold for trafficking, but in the hope that every month they will receive a money.
right,
And
and when the children, you said you had seven, um, um, I guess, schools, or seven. I forgot what you
right,
said, but the children go to that school and they're safe, and
yeah,
sometimes they
they
don't
go,
have parents.
they don't, yeah. The thing is like right now we have uh have a place like a sanctuary to keep them. So what we are doing is we're putting in each village a teacher to look after them. And yeah, we are just trying to put awareness. We're just trying to tell parents, hey, we're watching, if anything, we'll be coming after you, searching for the kid, at least so that they know that they cannot just give it away or just sell it away to people like that. And
Okay.
one of the biggest problem that we see is poverty and no employment. So we are praying that one day we will have a skill training center for these parents, so where they can learn different skills and earn the money, enough money for their home and the family, so they don't have to kind of sell the
So I
children.
have, so now I'm going to change from the very serious subject that you were talking about. And today is Valentine's Day. Um, what is, do you happen to know in Nepal, what is the largest form of income? Is it tourism? What is the country known for?
It's known for remittance. That's the biggest,
So
because
that,
most of the people, most of the youths, they are abroad. They don't have opportunity in Nepal. So whoever is abroad, they send money to their families, and that's how majority of Nepalis are surviving. Everybody has their members abroad. So whoever don't have abroad, they're basically struggling in the country, inside the country.
okay, and keeping with my theme, because it is Valentine's Day, how do people in Nepal celebrate Valentine's Day?
Uh, Valentine Day is something that is very new in Nepal to celebrate. In the cities now, it's like a trend and everything, but we live in a small place. But now, yes, like I saw today, me and my wife, we were out to eat in a restaurant, and we were surprised to see that families are going out now to eat, and that did not happen some times ago, but now all the families are going. Not all, but at least it started. Uh,
Okay.
Family going out, eating, and spending time together. Like
Okay, well,
Uh,
thank you, Paul, for sharing your mission, what you do,
thank
and how
thank you so
important it
much for
is.
this opportunity. Thank you so
And
much.
I hope those that are watching understand that the work of the Trueness Project is so needed, and there are people all over the world doing good work, and we need your help. So now I'm going to ask again if somebody could find Obed, if if he could come on and speak, but if he's not available, let me see. All right. Well,
We have viewers on YouTube and Facebook, but I don't know if he has joined the StreamYard yet.
oh, okay. Um,
He might be watching from there.
okay, well, Obed, I wish you could join the StreamYard. I sent you the link. Um, but that's okay. We're going to have you next time. But I will say this, I'm going to talk about Kenya. And Benvic, if you want to come on and talk about what we've been doing, that would be great, but you don't have to. Um, just chime in if you wish. I will say that in Kenya, we're doing mentorship with children in the schools. We are providing tuition to keep the children in schools. And Obed Charles, who is a fabulous singer and music teacher and a coach, he has been mentoring the kids as a Trueness Project ambassador. He mentors the kids on his own, but he's been going off as an ambassador of the Trueness Project, and he's been providing school supplies to the children. And in a school last month, we painted a gate that was needed, and this month we're providing feminine hygiene products to a different school. So it's been a process. And then Dominic Obadiah, who may or may not be listening, he also does mentoring, and he's a powerful force teaching leadership to children. So I wanted to share that, and I'm deeply grateful for everybody that is involved with the Trueness Project and that is helping and that is donating. And now I shift to my Valentine's Day extravaganza. I want to share with you how Valentine's Day is celebrated in different parts of the world, and how these different parts of the world celebrate butterflies. But before I do that, Paul, do they have butterflies in Nepal?
Yes, they do. They do.
Do they celebrate butterflies?
They don't celebrate butterflies, but we're chain breakers. We can
We
break
could
the
do
chain.
that. Okay. Well, let me go back to the presentation. And the first place I'm going to talk about is Japan. I love the way they celebrate Valentine's Day in Japan because women give gifts to the men, and it's different types of chocolate. So different chocolate means different things. And you have certain chocolates for your passionate love. You have certain chocolates for your friends, and it's very fun that the women are the ones that give the gifts to the men. It's very unusual in the United States. Both men and women give gifts to each other, and on March 14th, which in the United States is National Butterfly Day. I want to point that out. The men in Japan give gifts to the women. So that's very interesting. And in Japan, we have butterfly festivals. They are held in different parts of Japan during butterfly season from May to June. Um, and the butterfly is also honored in art, and they have beautiful butterfly gardens. So the art of transformation and love is honored in Japan, and I am grateful that I get to share that with you. So the next place we go to, look at that, look at Mexico. So on June 29th, I'm going for the largest gathering of people dressed as butterflies. Perhaps Mexico should have been my location. They're all dressed like monarch butterflies. So in Mexico, Valentine's Day is called El Día del Amor y la Amistad, which means the day of love and friendship. And people give roses, chocolates, and other tokens of affection to their loved ones. And it's just like here, couples go on romantic dinners, friends exchange cards, and there are parades and celebrations. What I want to share with you regarding butterflies and transformation, especially the monarch butterflies, that the butterfly traditions in Mexico, and the most important one is the Festival of Butterflies, La Fiesta de las Mariposas, and the annual event takes place in a town called Valle de Bravo, Mexico, during the month of April, and it's the festival celebrating the arrival of millions of monarch butterflies. I mean, isn't that incredible? So it's just beautiful, celebrating love and transformation in Mexico. So I'm talking about this because the Trueness Project really, my vision for it is global. I want to help people worldwide transform this world through the power of storytelling. And now we go to China. And in China, they celebrate most, let's see. Well, that's so funny. I went straight to the butterflies. But in China, they celebrate Valentine's Day, but it's also known, and my son speaks Chinese, so he's going to laugh at me. It's also called the Qi Festival. It is celebrated on the 7th day of the 7th month of the Chinese lunar calendar, and it's based on a romantic legend. And on those dates, gifts are exchanged with romantic partners, and they enjoy dinners together. In China, the butterfly tradition is honored through a famous Chinese love story of two lovers that were not allowed to be together. And so they each transformed into a butterfly and found each other as partners in the immortal world as butterflies. So that's very beautiful. And now, okay, Germany, when I was reading all the different festivals from around the world, I so enjoyed Germany because in Germany, instead of exchanging chocolates, they give each other poetry. So imagine, and I challenge you all to write a poem to your loved ones, telling them how much you love them. It's a creative thing. It comes from the heart. It might be challenging because we may not know how to create poetry. And I don't want you to cheat. I don't want you to use ChatGPT, although I'm sure a beautiful poem could come out that way. And then the other thing Germans do is that they create these these heart-shaped donuts, and they fry them, and they put sugar on them, and then they give it to their loved ones, and I really like that tradition too. And the way Germany celebrates the butterfly is in literature and in folklore. It symbolizes transformation, beauty, and the fleeting nature of life. And so there are lots of artwork and literary works featuring butterflies, and to help the appreciation of nature and recognition of how life is so fleeting. I keep talking about, I want you to focus on what is happy for you right now, because life is always going to bring you challenges. And it's remembering those happy moments that are going to get you through the struggles. It's going to get you to your next level. And writing poetry and being creative, and for some people playing the flute or other musical instruments is a really beautiful thing that that can get you through hard times. France. So when people think of romance, I always think of France, and I think of wine, and I think of chocolate. And that's exactly how they celebrate. They celebrate Valentine's Day on February 14th, And last May, I was in France, and I haven't had any alcohol for over a year, because many of you know, and we only have 2 minutes, so I'm going to be done in 2 minutes. Yes, I am. That I am leaning into fear because I'm very challenged speaking in public, but I want so much to bring the Trueness Project out into the world and help people, that I'm leaning into that fear. So as we look at this picture of people drinking wine, I wanted to lean into my fear completely present, without doing anything that would inhibit my ability to lean into the fear and move forward. And I know the French are saying, why is she talking about that? Well, I love France. And when I do drink, I love wine and I love chocolate. And I'm deeply grateful that I went. And they actually have a butterfly festival where they release butterflies out into the world, and it is a beautiful experience to be there. So we have other countries, but we are running low on time. So I am going to go to the end of my presentation and say thank you all who are here. We are, well, at least I am learning how to use all of these streaming platforms. And perhaps in a few months, I'll be so professional. I'll be like, "Woo, here I am. Thank you so much." And I'll be interviewing. But right now, we are where we are. We are in transformation, moving from where we are right now into a better version of ourselves. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I am deeply grateful that you are here with me. I wish you all a most beautiful and loving Valentine's Day. And I hope you all join me on June 29th in raising the vibration of the planet. Thank you all. Bye.